There. See, this is why when people come in, they should say something. But it took until you, Small Wildflowers, it took 8 people coming in and out before they ever said anything. Of course, I need to always check my microphone, right? That's supposed to be like the number one thing you do. Microphone check. But yeah, now I think you can hear me. And I forgot to fix the delay. I had the delay fixed for the chat, but that's okay because I'm not doing the not doing any kind of raffle tonight. So can you hear me now? Although the delay is kind of crummy, waiting for you guys to let me know. Yo, Tom Akers. Acres of Tom. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, so thank you for mentioning the horrible problem with the YouTube super chat function, which is great if people were just throwing money at me, which they are not. It's not great for raffling silver. So thank you. I figured I forgot to check my mic. No wonder 8 people came in and then left. Thank you, 8 people, for not telling me about my crummy sound, but thank you to the 2 people who did. So you probably know because you mentioned it, Small Wildflowers, but those of you who don't know, I want to do raffles, and I'm going to continue to do them, and I'm going to try to ease everybody off the super chat plan. Thanks, Digger Dan. Thanks, YT Rants. Tom Akers. Small Wildflowers. Anyway, I want to ease you all away from the super chat function for raffles because they're taking 30%. And I knew that, but I didn't apparently because I forgot or something. And so I put at the top of the chat, but I also put on this piece of paper back here that, let me see if you guys can see me or can see it. You should be able to, but I mean, my handwriting's not great. So paypal.me at Liberty, Lady Liberty, paypal.me / not at Lady Liberty 13 for PayPal. I also have the Cash App. And I urge you guys, yes, it's cheesy. This Get Money spelled GITMUNNIE. I made it a long time ago. Whatever, right? So I do have a cryptocurrency wallet. I mean, I'm not going to say no to any kind of money. Should I? I mean, that'd be dumb, right? To say no to any kind of money. So yeah, I could do that too. That's not a bad idea. So however you guys want to do it, however, as long as it's not the super chat, that would be wonderful. So I'll have to log back into my wallet at some point. I won't do that right now. I'm obviously going to take my attention away from you beautiful people. But let's see if we can try to get people out. Now, there's going to be people that aren't going to listen to this. They won't have been here to hear it. And they won't look in my community. And they're going to throw super chats. And you're going to say, oh, do they need to pay more for a super chat spot? I did put the links in my description, yes. So they might be saying, do I have to pay more if I want to do a super chat because of the 30%? No, because that's not fair, right? Well, I could do that to really get people to stop doing it, but then they'd probably just stop doing the raffle altogether. So, yeah, crypto is one of those. I've talked about why I have concerns about crypto, and we can talk about that again if anyone is interested. I'm not into getting it for a few reasons that have to do with quantum computers. So anyway, as far as that goes, if somebody wants to do super chat because they think it's the best way, that's fine. I'm not gonna. And the kids are around, of course. But anyway, not gonna stop anyone from super chats. Nobody gets a preferential spot. So what we'll do, and I'll have to put this in the community thing, is what we'll do is we will get people will comment. There's like, I want 5 spots, or I want 2 spots, or I want 1 spot, and all you have to do is comment. Now I don't have to do the math of what you send for money necessarily, because you're going to comment how many spots you want depending on which one you're doing. Please, if I have more than one, which I often do, you'll say I want, like if I was doing the dragon, which I won't, but you'll be like dragon 3 spots, and then I'll say great, and then I have the time, right, to add it up and not make any mistakes, because I have terrible addition and subtraction problems. Then I have the time to say, okay, this is what you owe me, what you owe me, what you owe me, and then I can do the drawing. So that's what we're going to do. And if somebody does a super chat, that's fine. I'll figure it out. I was doing fine with it before, and then I started to see that it was really a big chunk that they take. And like I said, if people were just like, hey, I just want to send you money, Aaron, because you're awesome, and they want to use the super chat function, that's great. But for my silver, they shouldn't get any of that. Period. So that's that. In other news, I got a new gorilla today. Look, my new gorilla. Yay. So one thing that my mom and dad and I have some reason gotten into are the gorillas. I know the dragon is nice because the dragon is 2 ounces. So there's a little bit of a difference there in size of my gorilla and my dragon. But still very awesome just the same. And I've seen tiny little gram-sized pieces have designs that are so intricate. It's beautiful. So I'm starting to get into these 2 ounce ones quite a bit, because they're just heavier and more fun. Although I love my 1 ounce because, these are lots of fun things with these. Lots of different kinds, but, 2 ounces is great. So I've done silver, showed you guys my silver a lot. Those are not things I'm going to be raffling. These are the ones I'll probably never raffle unless I start to get more of the same thing. But this company has gone out of business, so I won't have any more of these coming. I won't have any more of these coming. This whole company went out of business. So those will be worth a lot more because of that. So there you go. Any questions? Anyone? Bueller? So we did that. I was going to mention, I rewatched the movie Big Hero 6 with my daughter yesterday. And boy, was that chock full of some interesting information. If you've not seen it, it's got microbots, and it's got Stargate, and of course government involvement and treachery and betrayal and all the good stuff that you'd want to see in a kid's movie. Superheroes, and, a kabuki mask, which I guess is a thing. Hi, Sir Licks-a-Lot. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, very interesting to watch. Microbots are different than nanobots, because microbots you can still see. Nanobots, we're just breathing them in and eating them and inhaling and ingesting them on a regular basis. Probably having them infused into our bloodstreams, not knowing. Injections, vaccines. And so anyway, I'm not sure that I have anything more to take from it right now, but I'm like, this is obviously an interest in connecting things like the Stargate, Scangate stuff, nanobots and microbots, and I might have to put some of that together someday and figure it out. But I need to watch Stargate again, because I understand what it is. Like, it's a portal. They say it's like, I guess, would you say teleportation? That you would go through one and it just comes out the other side. But of course, that all goes wrong in Big Hero 6. And of course, the AI nurse robot that scans you and can scan the whole city. That was significant. And so it's like, I've got all the card that you put in the robot, and it scans everything about you and your levels of epinephrine or neuro, I don't know, whatever, serotonin, and I'm scanning you for these things. That indicates you are this. And the first time I saw it was before I was doing these deep digs, and I'm like, well, that's interesting and fun and cute. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so frightening. So that tells you the timeline of events. Speaking of timeline of events, I'm putting out a video tomorrow, I would bet. And I, with all the stuff that's been going on lately in the Q community, which is not surprising because people are idiots. But anyway, with all the stuff that's been going on, I want to make a video kind of about that. Kind of about the multiple red pills that people always say the red pill and the blue pill. And if you're still there, just wave a little hi and tell me you're still here and interested. If you're not, obviously you can't do that. But the video is going to talk about there's more than one red pill. And just because you take one, hi, Govna, thank you. My face. Just because you take one red pill doesn't mean you're woke. And it doesn't mean you know what's going on, because there's a lot of things to look into. In fact, I made a list of a lot of red pill stuff, trying to think. I'm like, I had this idea of an image with red pills with like the words on them, like vaccinations and aliens and Nazis and adrenochrome and, you know, deep state and Boule, black or Prince Hall Masons and all these things that, you know, regular Freemasons. When I say regular and Prince Hall, there's a difference, and I'll get into that in a video one of these days. Hi, B. Fowler. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. So, anyway, the video I'm going to put out, I have a little intro, and I'm willing to show you if you raise your hand and you want to see my 1 minute and 55-second intro that only 5 other people have gotten to see, because I'm not going to put out previews for everybody all the time, but I'm kind of proud of it. You guys might like it. You might not. So, since I forgot to fix the delay on the chat, I'll wait 40 seconds to find out. I would do background music, by the way, just because it'd be kind of nice, but I can't because they'll, you know, karate chop copyright strike on me. Whatoo! 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 I see one hand. I see a hand. One hand. One hand. 2 hands. Well, that's more than enough, right? Because even if only one person wanted to see it, I should show it for them. Now, I believe I have my desktop audio on. I believe it's working fine. And I won't know for 40 seconds because I didn't fix my thing. But if there's a problem with the sound, tell me anyway, please. And I can start it over. That's how it works around here, right? That's the great thing. Yeah, well, these red pills get bigger and bigger as you go. And I know it's like a weird thing to say, but it's very true, because there are some things that are even harder than others to accept. And it also depends on who you are, right? So, all right, well, I'm getting some pretty good feedback about that. Okay, I hope I'm not having a problem again here. Oh boy, there's no screen. Well, that was fun to say, hey, let's do this, and then not have it work. What did I do last time? There was something I did. I feel like I refreshed it or something. Let me try refreshing. Seems like that worked for some reason. Because it is streaming. Boy, I don't know why I don't write these things down when I go, okay, it's not working. Dang. Well, maybe I'm not going to show you. I fixed it last time somehow. I don't remember how. Seriously, don't remember how I did that. Or why it even happened in the first place. Well, it was really fun getting you guys excited to watch that. I don't remember why it wasn't working. What I could do is try to stop streaming and start again and see if that does something for me. Because I know you guys aren't seeing anything right now. So that's really crummy. Huh. Boy, I don't remember what... Oh, I know. I went into settings and I think I did something. Let's see. I don't remember anymore. Video output is currently active. What about video? Okay, well, let's see. I fixed it last time and I don't remember how, because, yeah, I know, 3 hands, and here I am making a big mess of things because I don't know why this happens sometimes. I'm going to stop streaming and start again and see if... Let's try again. Come on, work for me. Oh, this is so frustrating. I don't understand why that happens, but it's happening. Well, anyway, I had a lot of stuff I wanted to tell you guys, show you guys. I was going to have a lot of articles I was going to go through, and then I was going to say, well, I could just go through them anyway without... Let's see, audio output, picture, window capture. Try again. Maybe it'll work this time. I think it's working now. Okay, I'm hopeful. I've got some hopes and dreams here for this. Okay. I think it's working now. Let me know. I know. This is how it goes with me. It has been, if it's not one thing, it's another, and technology with all the AI that we talk about is so amazing, and yet here we are with this mess of stuff where it just doesn't always work. So, can you see it? I believe you should be able to. I need to take a note of what I did. Stopped streaming, restarted streaming, then re-added window capture. Oh, look, I have a pen I'm going to do. Delete and re-add window capture. Yeah, I think you guys should be able to see. So, and then I need to fix that delay every time. Okay, I'm going to try playing this. Tell me if you can't hear anything. If you can hear it just fine, give me the old 5-5. And away we go. So that's it. That is the opener. Everybody got a nice little welcome. James Rohrbach and Milspec Stacker Lisa. Hi. I gave everybody a nice little preview that only 5 people until now got to view. So there you go, guys. My little intro for the video that I should have out tomorrow. Had some hiccups today. It's been a very interesting day. I'm glad you like it. Thank you for the feedback on that, because I think it's going to be very good for me to just talk about and get off my chest, because none of it was research. Well, it's just me telling you how I've come to the way I've come to doing my research, and hopefully it will help other people on knowing who to trust and who to follow, because the be careful who you follow thing applies to us all. We all need to be careful who we follow. We all need to be careful who we are listening to, and we all need to be careful about who we let move our decision making. So, with everything that's going on, we all need that. So, quick reminder, gold and silver, 7kmetals.com/Lady Liberty is me. Buy your gold and silver from me. I don't know. Well, you don't need to buy it from me. Just buy it from the company. But anyway, it's a good deal. Thank you for the compliments on the video, guys. I really appreciate that. But this is the best price you're going to get. Dealer direct at cost pricing. You're not going to get it that way from anywhere else. I guarantee it, unless you've known the dealer 30 years. And even then, they're going to screw you on something. So, thanks, guys, for watching that with me. I pulled up some news articles, and this is wonderful. Transparency about UFOs is a good thing. This article, I actually read the whole thing. don't know about you guys, but articles are so long these days, I'm surprised at anyone who reads through them all. This one wasn't bad, though. So, of course, Washington Post and New York Times are causing a stir about some UFOs. And this is what I'm going to skip all of it because this is the most interesting part to me of all. One reason that the government should increase transparency about UFOs is so that there will be less room for the wild conspiracy theories to fester. And when the government refuses to acknowledge observable phenomena, it only feeds into an idea of massive cover-up. And then if the government isn't keeping secrets, then there's, no downside. I might sneeze, guys, because I have allergies like crazy. So excuse me ahead of time if I do. Okay, number one, this is only if the transparency, quote unquote, they're going to give us is even real. Because if you know me, I don't think UFOs are aliens from interplanetary whatever. And then of course they're like, and then the added transparency, they're not gonna give us the truth, people. This is the dumbest article in the world. And then everybody can do a bunch of research on it. No, you can't, because it's not the truth. Whatever they tell you, aliens. This is the Washington Post and the New York Times preparing us for their plot to use aliens for their agenda. So that's where I stand with it. I think it's baloney. And there you go. So there you go. More transparency for UFOs. Woo! 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 UFOs are going to tell us the truth finally. No, they're not. You're an idiot if you think so. No, you're not. You're just ignorant. Idiot's the wrong word. My bad. Okay. Next one. I don't know if this is that interesting or not, but they pulled it up because, these poor algorithms are biased, man. They might be racist. So they have trouble learning some things like slang. Well, duh. They don't get jokes either, nor can they tell them. Tone deaf. I don't know what they meant by tone deaf, except for they're talking about Facebook accidentally thinking people were dead that were alive. It's like apparently the best part was this part. There was some speculation that this disproportionately affected campaign supporters and staffers of presidential candidate Hillary Clinton, who received widespread condolences upon her defeat, were misinterpreted by Facebook algorithms and thought she was dead. That's funny to me. I don't know if you're LOLing, but I sure did. I think she is dead, to be honest. Everybody's posting this video of Hillary Clinton walking around on Memorial Day weekend. I'm like, that's not Hillary Clinton, but all right. And AI can't translate misogyny, guys. The problem. We need to know. Oh, wait, they are sexist. The algorithms are sexist. You know what I used to say about smartphones and computers? Only as smart as the people who make them. And if your AIs are sexist, what does that say about you guys? Come on now. And it's more sexist stuff. And what can we learn? Not to use it. That's what I would say. Then there is, let's see this. Science help artificial intelligence outsmart hackers. So I was looking at this one, and what I got that I thought was interesting. Oh God, I hope so. If not now, the next snap. It talks about these micro ways of getting AI to learn. And there's just more and more ways to help their mistakes, because they can look in eyes and ears and stuff, but still think a cat's a dog and a dog is a cat. But I don't know. These articles are weird because I think they're not. Who are these people that are actually working with this kind of AI? Because where is the real AI people that are doing way more than this? These people are like behind the times. They don't have the funding because the government needs to bring us the truth so we can, do more of this stuff. Anyway, I'm not sure I read the whole thing on this, but just kind of thought it was interesting because they're training AI to learn. They supposedly can't even tell the difference between a cat and a dog in some way until we can do this micro. This part was They do micro calculations that we can only guess at. Right. And then, Schrodinger's. This one I actually like. Because I'm into this quantum stuff in a weird way. Not for the evil people, but for the good people. But this is what they do. They're like, let's do some art on something as small as a human hair. Like, that's great, guys. But what does it mean? Because when I was in college and I had to do my thesis, I had a part that's called after the whole, what do you call it, the very beginning, the abstract, and then your methods, and then your actual physical carrying out of the scientific research or experiment that you did. I had this ending before the conclusion called implications. But apparently nobody else has to do any implications on there. They just go, look at us, we're doing art we're doing Van Gogh's Starry Night and the Mona Lisa on a microscopic tiny hair. They are 100 microns wide. Isn't this beautiful? Why? And, of course, you have to make it super, super cold because it's on these Bose-Einstein condensates that are an exotic state of matter known as superfluid. It's so exotic. Is it exotic? Or no? Like, maybe it's not exotic, meaning that it's liquid that has zero viscosity, so it flows without resistance. I don't know if you guys knew this, but like glass is a viscous liquid. That's kind of a cool thought. Just doesn't flow like normal, this thing. Normal. It is normal. It doesn't flow like this stuff, though. They're most commonly made by cooling a cloud of rubidium atoms down to almost the coldest temperature possible, which is like colder than outer space. Now, tell me if this makes sense. Did you guys know, and if you did know, go ahead and say I knew it because I'm brilliant. And if you didn't know, go ahead and say I didn't know because I just want to see if anyone's still out there. But did you know that they're saying to do quantum computing, they have to freeze it slower, colder than outer space? So I've got two things I think about that. Number one, we've never really been very far into space. And number two, is space, if we really have been far into space, and space is that cold, is not even as cold as we have to do to get quantum computing, then I think we're talking other dimensions here. So, I don't know. Why don't you tell me what you think? Or just, maybe you're not even out there anymore. Is there anybody out there? That's my thought on that. Next, robotic RVs. I thought this was kind of funny because this is what I'm talking about with long articles. Look at this article. Oh, there's the top. Okay, the potential new world of the electric and robotic RV. And I'm reading, and finally like, okay, I've been reading a while. And so I thought it was going to be over. I was like, I don't think they mentioned anything about the robotic. They're just talking about electric. And so then I was like, well, maybe I need to scroll down further. And I'm like, there's the... yeah, it's creepy. Hi, glad you're here. And I thank you for telling me that because it actually it does feed my ego a little bit to know that people are here. So even though you guys don't talk, it's fine. You don't have to. I do that once in a while because it feels weirder to think that no one's there on a live video. So I appreciate that. Anyway, so then it goes through campers, another camper. I'm like, I know all this. Look at how long this article is before I got to even the robotic part. I'm like, okay. And now, granted, I'm reading it, so I'm not going that fast. I'm like, reading. Okay, reading. Okay. So, and I literally thought I was done on the downsides part. I was like, is that it? So I'm like, maybe I should scroll some more. This is probably a first world problem right here. I am admitting it. My thesis, I ended up doing my thesis in college on conduct disorder. I was a psych major. Black Eagle's not here. Oh, thank God, because he steals my silver. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around because this article's not as interesting, but just since somebody asked, I'm going to talk about it. Hi, it's me. I did my college thesis on conduct disorder. And back then I had this kind of sad belief that, if you were if you were a kid and you were conduct disorder, that you had a likely chance of becoming oppositional defiant and an even more likely chance at that point of becoming antisocial personality disorder, which you guys all have heard as sociopath. That actually hasn't been the terminology for probably 2 decades, but people still use that word. So I'll use it just to simplify. But conduct disorder is kind of like sociopathic behavior in a child. oppositional defiance disorders. It's almost like the same, kind of a similar diagnosis, but at just different ages. Now, I am not a psychologist, nor have I looked at the DSM-5, which is new since I was in college 20 years ago. But there could be changes in there. Most likely they're horribly stupid changes, and I don't care what they are in a way. So I was trying to do instead of it being a actual physical experiment, it was what you call like a grant request. So I didn't really ask for a grant. I didn't really go and get a grant request so that I could study children and do aversive therapy to them, which was at that time really the only treatment I believed you could do on them. I know, bad. I'm different now. I have a lot more compassion for human beings than I did back then. So look out. Black Eagle upgraded the glass house with bulletproof glass. Well, why don't you just get that super viscous, constantly fluid stuff that you only have to get down to like colder than outer space, and then your house will be totally safe. So anyway, yes, my only offer to treating conduct disorder and oppositional defiant disorder and antisocial personality disorder was aversive therapy, which brings you to the movie. Do you guys know what movie I'm going to bring up that has everything to do with aversion therapy? And by the way, in that movie, it didn't work. So it should have told me something, because I had watched that movie many times before I did this thesis. Well, it was a grant proposal, but yeah, thank God I didn't actually get a grant to do aversive things to children. Woo! Bullet dodged. Luckily, I was only getting the psych degree because that's already the direction I was going, because I was going into medicine, which I have a master's degree as a physician assistant, and my thesis, and my master's program, was on what I call diabetes type 3. Not sure it exists, but I did a thesis on it. No, good try though. I'll give you a hint. It starts with and it ends with orange. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a good guess, though. What they did to him was literally gave him a lobotomy. They didn't do aversion therapy. Aversion therapy is when you force somebody to have to go through something and then add a negative factor to it. So when you think now about what I was saying was a treatment for children with conduct disorder, I was saying put them through something horrible, or actually something they are interested in, or the weird thing that they think is okay, and then cause a traumatic connection, or a bad smell, or a taste, or something. It could be whatever. You just make them averse to this thing by adding that thing to this thing, so that when they have that thing happen, they get the bad taste or the smell or the traumatic. Sounds a little MK Ultra. Oh my gosh. Confessions of Aaron Moffat. Tonight, Tuesday, 7:40 p.m. Download it with your YouTube downloader, because she might take it down later. So yes, Clockwork Orange. That's aversive treatment right there, what they did to him. Forced his eyes open, watching movies, made him sick, injected him with drugs. Horrible. So there you have it. Things you never knew about Aaron Moffat. There are many. So finally did get to the robotic part of this really long article about campers, which I kind of didn't care this much about in the first place. So, well, yeah, I know that now, that there are definitely lots of natural cures. But anyway, finally got down to the robotic part, and I found nothing interesting. So I just did that to you guys. I just made you go through what I went through, only to be finding out that I didn't give a rat's butt about what they had to say. So cool, right? Next article. So, in other news, if you like your mailman, then sorry. Or if you like your Amazon delivery person, then sorry. If you like your, what's else, FedEx dude, sorry. And I'm saying dude because I'm sexist. Tell your friends. Your robot might be delivering your packages from now on. So that might be a good thing because these people try to steal our packages all the time, right? I guess not the delivery people, though. That's somebody else. I don't know. Does an Autobot RV require nanobot gasoline? It rhymes, at least. That'd be cool. Autobot RV and nanobot gasoline. Come on down! Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It's the biggest sale you ever saw. We got robotic RVs and nanobot gasoline. You heard me right. Robotic RVs and nanobot gasoline. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Biggest sale you ever saw. That was fun. So yeah, this guy's gonna deliver your packages. Now, my question is, don't you think he should have a head? I'm not sure about a headless robot. And why does he have goat god pan legs? You know, I don't know if you're seeing that. But those are some goat god pan legs. As in pan, as in P-A-N, not the frying pan, but the goat god pan, just to clarify. I just took a nice fresh drink of my cold white wine. Let's see what this guy does. Do something for us, guy. How loud are you going to be, though? Oh, you're not too loud.
Ford coming to your house. With Agility Robotics to produce two-legged robots.
Why does it stand up so slowly?
Be able to deliver things right
is that a robotic RV?
The prototype is called
with nanobot gasoline?
And it's capable of leaving.
Ford, of course.
Ford's hoping that the robots will come to you in Ford's self-driving cars.
Nothing creepy about that. It's not moving very efficiently. This is a very slow robot. Oh, look, it can get around the scooter, though. Thank God. That was my biggest concern. I don't know if it's yours or not, but I really have a lot of scooters around my house. And quite a few stairs, so I can see he can at least, and I'm saying he because, again, I'm sexist. Tell your friends. And, oh, there you go. Oh, God. Got it down. Oh, that was good. Very difficult. That was kind of funny. I want to watch that again. I think that was really funny. I want to see that again. Is it the same one? Or are they going to make? Oh, they're going to make me watch something different.
Because right now,
really? I don't want Tesla's troubles. I wanted to watch the robot go. That was fun. Come on, robot. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. Here he goes. I'm going to turn the volume down in case it's like super loud for you guys. I don't know. Because we don't. Who cares about volume? Hey, look at. I have no head. I'm delivering your boxes. He's going to the same house every time. Does he even know that? This is the same house, dude. Hello? Yeah, good question. How does this thing do on ice? I would like to see how it handles it. And who's driving? Who's driving? Who's driving? Driverless car. That's it. Just answer. Oh, it delivers my pizza. I don't have to tip anymore. You know what? I would allow the robot to bring me pizza because I don't want to have to tip for my pizza anymore. Look at this guy. He's like, I don't walk well. My design sucks because I was designed by people who are Satanists. It is electronic Gumby. Good point. No. Oh, CNBC says, yay, look at my peacock. All right, I've had enough of that. Bye-bye, whatever you're called, CNBC or something. Oh, look, hey, it's my Patreon account. Didn't I have one more? I didn't have any more. That's it. So here's my Patreon. Because, you know, people like me need help. I have a new goal, and I want you to know. By the way, I had somebody get really mad about this post, so if you want to see why, you should go check it out. It was funny. Although he realized he was wrong, so he's a cool dude. I'm not hating on the dude. He was cool. But I need equipment, you guys. It's so outdated. You hear the fan. Fan. Computer is too overloaded. And so I really want some better equipment so that I can do this better. I know I'm doing a pretty good job. It's old equipment. So if you are willing, capable, and able to be a patron, I would love it. It would help me a lot. For equipment. This is what I'm really trying to do. Of course I want to bring truth. I love to bring truth. It's based on my efforts, yes, but I really need some equipment. But if you can't, that's cool. If you can, even better. As for, again, the DLE tomorrow night, I'm all hunched over. Oh, so interested in this robot. I was really into that. I was like leaning into I was sitting on the edge of my seat. Boy, that was interesting. If you want to get in on the raffle, please consider my PayPal, paypal.me, Lady Liberty. Wait, PayPal? Let's just refer to this paypal.me/Lady Liberty 13. Or I have the Cash App, which is my very clever GITMUNNIE in the description box as well, because my handwriting is horrible. Go to the description box. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Everything. And then tomorrow we will raffle. Tomorrow we shall raffle. And Thursday as well. So, yes, the sledgehammer to the robot. I'm okay with that. I'll put my chat to normal tomorrow night. I forgot I could do that. I forgot a lot of things. It's been a week. Forgot a lot of things. Forgetful. School's almost out. I'm excited because camp. I go to camp. I can still get my videos done. Woo! Woo! So, I'll remind. The reason I started doing Wednesdays is because Red Pill can be there on Wednesdays in case he wants to get in on a raffle, and you guys can be there to get in on a raffle. I'll decide. Remember, please try to remember to check the community section on my YouTube, because I'll post some things that I'll say, what do you guys want to raffle off tonight? And I really do go on what people say, because I want to raffle something that people want. So please tell me what you like. Okay? Okay. Well, that's all for tonight, folks. Biddy. That's all, folks. And you know what? Like I said, please check out my Patreon. Consider helping out with my equipment. Or just me in general. I'm a single mom. Kids got camp, kids got school, things like that. I sit here and get to be home with them because I do things like this in my 7K medals, which is gold and silver. But it makes me dollars that pay the bills. So consider that too. Be a part of one of those things. Be a part of them all. I'll love you all even if you can't, because I just like being here with you guys. Makes me feel good. So thanks. Thank you. I'm going now to go get the children ready for bed, even though the sun is still shining. Oh, summertime. So God bless. Good night, guys.